G'day YouTube, this is Omega back with another video. Hey, I just wanted to bring you this update and just a few other things I've been thinking about. Donald Trump victory, Jill Steins drops Pennsylvania recount bid. Well, surprise, surprise, Jill Steins a freaking grub scammer who started this ball rolling to collect all this cash, has now just suddenly come out and said, oh look, we just can't come up with the $1 million to cover the court proceedings to get this thing underway, so there will be no recount in Pennsylvania. Now, I just begs the question, where did all that money go, Jill? Where is all this money that you've been given for this recount? And if you don't have it, then what is all this bullshit about this massive support base of people that wanted this recount in the first place? In true leftist, style, she's come out and she's tweeted, it's so expensive because of elected leaders who have refused to invest in a 21st century voting system. Well, it is the 21st century voting system that gave Trump the victory, and the electoral voting, the electoral college is there, Jill, so we don't end up with frickin' tyrants like the one that has just been kicked out. So she's of course going to go and have a big cry, and she's going to get as much attention as she can, doing what all leftists do, playing the professional victim. So she's going to go out, she will be outside Trump Tower on Monday in New York, which is, a leftist haven, and she's going to go down there and she's going to have a big cry and tell everyone how unfair the world is and why the voting system should be changed just to suit their needs. So fuck you. It's so funny. And I hope that all those people that gave her money and goodwill actually get that money returned. I honestly don't think they're ever going to see it again. Now, just want to touch on something else, and that's this whole fake news phenomenon. Now, it's so important that we don't end up like the left. On the right, especially with Pizzagate breaking, there's been so much bullshit on the internet. Now, look, there are a lot of very valid concerns out there. There's some emails going around. There are pictures going around with people who are connected in certain relationships in the echelons of government, and I even reflected upon stuff I saw, back in the day of Bohemia Grove and all this. We know there is something severely messed up going on, but it's so important that we maintain integrity when trying to report the facts. Otherwise, we fall into the trap of, if there is something which people can pull apart in your argument, then the whole house of cards falls down. Now, speaking of fake news, this is what we don't want to end up like. Just all week, I've been bombarded on my, on my news feed here with stuff from the left, especially the Sydney Morning Herald. Now, you want to see fake news? This is fake news. Apparently, Donald Trump calls Taiwan, and so they just print a story, the Sydney Morning Herald, saying that Donald Trump is going to start a new Cold War. They just throw that out there, basically going to cause instability in our entire region. And then other stories: why Donald Trump gets more hype out of 1,000 jobs than Barack Obama does out of 16 million. Next story: Donald Trump serves up clumsiness, inexperience, and realpolitik in Asia. That's from The Guardian. Now they're trying to attack his credibility. Trump creates business advisory council stacked with, corrupt, horrible CEOs. Then Trump names James Mad Dog Mattis as defense secretary. It just goes on and on and on and on. Donald Trump will be the president in just over a month, and the Constitution is already under attack. Donald Trump blocks users on Twitter, and it becomes a new badge of honor. It just, honestly. Oh, and here's this: Trump's education secretary pick wants to make Christianity a bigger part of schooling. Oh no! I mean, goodness me, mate. Your whole country, your whole constitution, and everything was built on Christianity. So it's no real surprise that they want to teach history. Just the history of the country. Ku Klux Klan supporters give Nazi salute at North Carolina rally in support of Donald Trump. I mean, this is just one feed. This is just one feed I've got on Donald Trump coming from Australia. This is the fake media, and what these people don't realise is we are so we don't even read it anymore. I mean, how can you even take this seriously? It's so ridiculously one-sided. You read all this stuff, and I mean, it just makes me sick that there are people out there who are so freaking retarded that they read this shit and actually take it at face value. You actually have discussions with people and they actually take this stuff at face value. Like, this is Omega signing out. They're just some thoughts. No doubt Pizzagate will have a lot more stuff breaking, but we have to try and stick with credible facts. And it is very, very difficult at this stage. Even InfoWars said that, they're having trouble because there's only so much credible information, but it is all, it's irking people out because it is pointing to something very insidious. It's actually making, it's actually manifesting that into truth and hard evidence, which will be the problem. Look, thanks everyone for listening. This is Omega. I'm out. I'll be back soon. Hit like and subscribe, guys. Later.